Welcome to Winston-Salem and another stop along Tobacco Road, which is home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, and the fans have been ready to get things started since early in the day. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to start us off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Miami's offense will have the football first. From the wide receiver. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. Offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. 1st down here for the offense. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off the touchdown pass.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And his throw is incomplete. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions. And how you feel about this, playing your old squad, like it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
On the run, it's Washington. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Give to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. They're working that left side. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Makes the grab. It's Carr. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Miami! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Flush down to the pocket. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Hurricane. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Gilbert. Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
A little release to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gonna look downfield again. Here's the pressure. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Canes need to pick it up on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
He's looking to pass. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Canes! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Miami, 28, Wake Forest, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They've got the screen set up. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you can just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Gilbert. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Miami.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, they're after him! And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Nestles it in at the 35. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. TCU is running away with things, and I'm not sure who saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 21 over UCF. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
To the air on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Smashes through the tackle. Across the 25, he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
Miami 49, Wake Forest 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen.
The Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Dead center perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 20. Yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dylan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Gives it on the option. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Stopped almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? A designed run for the quarterback. Did the work himself. Breaks into the open. Past the 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
63, Wake Forest, 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll try the run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got... in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They try to pop a run on the draw. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Got a little space. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. Fires on the move. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll just try to kick it out of bounds to make sure that thing doesn't get run back. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Evanson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example thereof.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll leave it with him. Pass to Stigson, still on his feet. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
And right there, the key to this football team's success, not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.